Hi guys, welcome to Make 2 and a review of LEGO set 70734. This is a Ninjago set released in the summer of 2015 and it is Master Wu's Dragon. This comes with 575 pieces and at the end of the video I'll give a description of whether I think this is good value for money, but it retails in the US for $40. So stick around for that, though probably not a surprise to many of you what I think. This comes with everything you see here. 5 minifigures, including Master Wu, who I've got on the dragon, and Cole down here. Master Wu's dog, in addition to the minifigures, as well as a screamer, which has poison and a bone to try and disarm our heroes. Apart from the dragon, which is the main piece, you also get this, which is a possessed rickshaw, and you get this, which is the entryway to Master Wu's tea house. Here we have the possessed rickshaw. I think it's really cool. I really like the style here of just having the broken up slopes and wedges, just to give that nice sense that it's not 100% new, seen a little bit of wear. It's also, of course, as I said, possessed. Now, that means you've got these cool, pale yellow, pale green claw things taking over a little bit. You can see that too at the front. This is a sticker here, as well as down there. But I think they work really well. You can see the skull face there pointing this way. Now this whole section does come forward. It's not meant to, it's just to show you how it's built. So this is its normal position. And this is really nice. It's just a cup with hot water in, and you can tip out the water. It's just a light blue round stud with a light transparent blue tile on top. Now, as you can see, it comes with 3 of these. 2 you can see so far, 1 here, 1 here. These are screamers in single 2x2 round tile form. These are printed, which is really good because of the action feature. Here we have this little piston. If you look at the front, you can see there is a screamer. Fire! Wow, did you see that? That flew really far. It hit the edge of the studio here. Here's the entrance to Master Wu's tea house. You can see in the middle here is the 3-bladed arrow blade. That is an important weapon in the latest season of Ninjago. And let's just represent some of the fence, and then here some of the defences that they've got around the place. The main part obviously is this gate. Now from behind you can see the workings here. These are just 4 katana blades, another little ninja style blade up here. So from the front, I can say is I really like the shape. This is a sticker at the front, but really nicely done. I think they capture the kind of Asian theme of Ninjago really well. So with these blades that fan outwards, and the way this works with this at the tip, I just think it's excellent. I like the lamps, these using the black paint rollers, which we saw in this year's modular building for the detective office. I think it's really nice with these white plain minifig heads. Now the thing that's strange about this set is how it moves. It's on these mixel socket and ball joints, which can rotate really far, but they can also rotate at other angles as well. They also can rotate everywhere. On this side, which you can rotate round, if you look up closer, you can see this is I think this was a sticker. This is a disc with a target with a screamer in sight, and then you have 2 flick-fire missiles come out the front there. On the other side, I don't know what this is meant to be, but it does look pretty cool. So I think this is a nice extra part to the set. It does just fill out the space and gives you sort of a bit more play area to work with. Master Wu's Dragon is of course the namesake for the set and does occupy most of the pieces and take up most of the space, and deservedly so. It is awesome. Most of the time building it, which was a really cool experience, you spend building this body, the center line here, and then at the end you add on the legs, front and back, the tail and the wings, and then a few little extra bits here and there, but most of it is spent on the body, and it's like the whole thing is just completely packed. There's not, I think there's a space 2x4 studs for a plate that's empty, maybe it's 2x3, the rest of it's completely solid, and you're kind of building little pieces here, little pieces there, all slowly adds up. Studs on the side, studs upside down, offsetting, curves, clips, ball joints, ratchet pieces, everything. Just works so well, and I'm really impressed with it. So I'm going to give you a spin rather than talking so much. So here we have a little flag for Master Wu's dragon with a flame at the top. Here we have a flame too, and you saw on the other side as well maybe, here's a little teacup and a teapot, so Master Wu can take off. This is where he sits in this little basket. He can sit down and have some tea after a long fight or a long day riding. I really like the use of gold. You have these gold arches topped by these white frame pieces. And then at the back, let's see his tail and these huge wings. Now it does have a large amount of maneuverability. First of all, the tail, let's just get that out of the way. This is all on ball joints, the small mixel ball joints, and that can go anywhere you like. At the end, topped with this gold saw piece. The wings can move up and down. They're also on, these are on sort of CCBS bionicle ball joints, so they can rotate 360. Pretty simple way they're built up in a modular fashion, but works really well. You can see this is the same hat that Master Wu is wearing in gold, and then here we have a gold, so that's sort of, I think that might be 3 by 3, 2 by 2, 1 by 1. So that works really well as you taper out to the wing with that cool curve. It can also move up and down, has a pretty good range of motion. So you can put both of them. The one on the other side is a little bit more constrained because of that flag. You can easily take that off if you wish. The legs are on ratchets, and the front legs can rotate both 180 degrees that way, but also all the way around that way with these stopping points. And then at the bottom, they each have just a ball joint again, so full maneuverability there. So you can move the dragon back like that. The back legs have the same joints in the same way, that sort of double system. So you can angle your dragon like that for flying, which I think looks really cool. Very aerodynamic, and you can see the pattern goes underneath as well with gold, and then with this, I think this is dark nougat with these sweeping plates all the way down. So I really like these colours as well. Some grey, but mostly white, gold, and dark nougat. I want to get a good close-up of the head. Now it's actually on a hinge, a sort of a ratcheted hinge back here. Double hinge, sorry. So that gets you good solid motion up and down. And then at the front, it's on a little joint, which gives you lots of rotation. It's a little bit constrained because of all the parts, but this just looks perfect. I think that this is a wheel cover piece with kind of little buggies. Even those little markings I think look a bit like eyes. And you add on this is the Unikitty tail. Now we've got it, first time I've seen it in tan. We've had it in dark grey in the detective office, and we've had it obviously in different colours for Unikitty. These big kind of elephant trunk things also in light tan, just to give a sense of the whiskers for the dragon. And then you have the mouth, which opens up on these droid arms in dark nougat. Double sort of ways of motion because of both of those joints there. And inside just a bright yellow tongue. You can see these representing kind of the tip of the jaw and the mouth. Then at the front you can also see these two white teeth. Lastly, let's just show how the ears work. We have some croissant in white, as we saw in the Parisian restaurant, and we've got these double blasters here as we saw before, which are kind of part of the ears or part of the whiskers that come away from the eyes. The first of our minifigs is called Pitch, obviously a ghost, maybe a pitch because he's got that pitchfork in his hand. Cool little accessory on the back, a basket for helping him, I guess, in his pre-ghost life. But he's also got that little dagger in his right hand. You can see he's got a cool blue-coloured hat, a little blue mask around his head, and has all these amazing printing. I mean, look at that, how the blue fades into that sort of neon yellow. Really like that. He's got a black head, but he has tan hands, which is a little interesting. Let's now see what he looks like with his hat and mask off. So just one face for this minifig, and he's looking pretty angry and scary like that. Next up is Hackler, another ghost. Look at all the accessories. He has a shield here made from one of those sort of T-bar pins in black, which is new for 2015. These pale yellow katana swords, with a sheath at the back so he can hold two of them on his back. Another sword, again done in those two-tone colours here, with an extra bit on it just for fun, an extra blade. I think it looks amazing. Let's take a closer look now at his body without all this armour. Now you can see that wraparound two-tone plastic, double plastic for the helmet cowl going around. And here you can see really clearly that really nice pattern on the back. And that was completely hidden by his katana swords, but they still put it on, which I think is great. So here he is with the mask off, and you can see that translucent yellowish greenish head and those nasty scary fangs. Here we have a very well-equipped Cole with a long katana sword and a big battle axe with multiple spikes in his other hand. And at the back he's also got a place to store a couple of weapons as well in that holder. I really like the black printing. I really like the shoulder blades that come part with that kind of back holster. Now I like too how the printing flows down from his front. You can see that sash from his belt going down onto his legs, and also got front printing on his legs of just some markings for his shoes or boots. With the helmet off, you can see he has a very stern face there, and like the other figures, no secondary face on him. So you can see that as with the other figures, they have not left the back unattended to, despite the fact that most of it is covered up. This is our Soul Archer. He has this special mixed blended plastics, two colours, not for normal legs, but for this really ghostly set of legs. I think that's done so well. I really like it. And this archer comes with cloth covering, and I'll show you with that off in a second. And he's got, unsurprisingly, a bow and arrow in one hand and a dagger in the other. I'm putting this on last because I had real trouble getting it off, and I wanted you to be able to see his helmet, but this is what he looks like. So there's that archery printing. You can see there's space here for a quiver of arrows. It's a nice touch. On the front you can see that quiver would come around to sort of attach to his chest. As with the other sets in this line, it comes with a screamer. And this is supposed to be what comes out of the arrows, the ghost arrows that get fired. I didn't actually see these much in the show. They do fit on top of minifig heads. That looks pretty freaky. I would not like to have my head sucked onto by some crazy poltergeist. Here's Master Wu. I know I should love the ghostly figures, and I do for their colouring, but there's something about Master Wu that I really like. I think it's just a little bit calmer, a little bit more relaxing, and a little bit, I don't know, just attractive in the decoration. And we'll show you with his beard taken off and his hat. Now you can get a full sense of his pattern on his front. I like it goes down to the pants, and that works very well. You can see a little bit more clearly on the back, but that was pretty clear before. And then he's got this pretty serious expression, but you can see, you can hopefully just about pick up, he does have white eyebrows and a little white moustache and goatee. So what do I think? Well, pretty obvious. This is amazing value for money. The dragon is amazingly well done. I love the use of all the golds, and some of the techniques in there are so clever. You also get the tea room, which is nice to have. It's not amazing, but got some lovely design and cool stickers, and definitely a lot of attention was put into that as well. And I also really enjoy the rickshaw. I think all round this is great. 575 pieces for $40 is amazing. You get some pretty big pieces, some strangely coloured pieces, and you get some large, some of these construction CCBS ball joints for the dragon. For some reason they've set this particularly low, and I think it's an amazing bargain. And finally, an additional treat. Normally LEGO sets, they come with some extra parts, but normally they're all the small dull ones. This one comes with a whole bunch of amazing extra parts. You get all of that extra. You get some normal little bits extra too, but all of those pieces. So I heartily recommend this set. As I said, I'm relatively new to Ninjago sets. I'd love to hear what experts in Ninjago or other followers think, so please do let me know in the comments. Otherwise, if you've enjoyed this video, leave a like and subscribe to our channel, because more LEGO videos will be coming soon. Thanks for watching.